Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to prepare LaTeX document. Document includes poster, beamer, that is presentation, and reports etc. Basically, LaTeX is useful in technical or scientific report writing. It's a typesetting system. So it doesn't mean that we cannot use this for simple report preparation. Yeah, definitely we can use LaTeX for simple as well as complex or scientific report writing. Now first, we should start with installation of LaTeX. Before we start with any editor, we need to install MikTeX. So as you can see this, I have downloaded MikTeX from this website miktex.org. This website is available in description also. The next step is to install editor. TextMaker I am currently using. You can download TextMaker from this website. Website is available in video description. Why I am using TextMaker? Because it is free and available for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. Please visit this website, download it and start using TextMaker. But you can use any other editor for LaTeX. After installing TextMaker, you will see this home screen. Basically, this home screen is divided into three parts. First is structure part, next is your editor part, and last part is your output part. Means whenever you compile or run your project, LaTeX project, output will be displayed in this section. So you can change this. If you want to check message part, then click on this message and log. After compiling your project, if it gives error, then it will be shown over here. Next is source viewer. You can change means enable or disable source viewer by clicking on this source viewer option. So now next is how to start with your first beamer. In this video I will show you how to prepare beamer. Simply open your LaTeX text editor and next is what? Click on wizard, click on beamer presentation. So these are the options, these are templates available on this TextMaker. I'll select any one, just select any one template from this available templates. Let's say select Madrid. This is typeface size. You can select typeface size 11 points, 12 point, whatever. So I'll go with 11 points, and this is the encoding. This is standard default encoding type. You can change this. So next option is author. If you want to change author name, as you can see in this screen, this is the output of your beamer, that is presentation. Author name is only author. You can change this. I'll write here Sam, and then title of my beamer, my beamer, first beamer presentation. Next is what? Your language. So basic is English. Packages available AMS and graphics. So I don't go into details of this packages because as you are beginner, then there is no point in explaining this packages, but these packages are required for if you want to include graphics, that is images, if you want to use some mathematical formulas, complex formulas and all. After making changes in this sample beamer template, click on OK. This TextMaker automatically generates code for you. Now save this file with .tex extension. Go to file, click on save, select directory, give file name, and then start making changes in your code. So code starts with this statement, that is document class 11 point. This is size of your text. Next is this is type of document. In this case it is beamer. It can be any type of document, maybe article, maybe report, right? Next is what? This is theme of your template. Next, these are the packages that we are going to use. As I said, earlier that this is for beginners, so I'm not going to explain this part, but briefly I'll tell you that these are the packages we require if you want to use graphics, that is images, if you want to use some formulas, if you want to modify images or tables and all, right? Next is what? Author. When we use this tag author, whatever you write within this two curly braces, it will be reflected in your template. Next is your title of your Beamer presentation. You can write anything, whatever you want. Here I have written my first Beamer presentation. So next, these are comments. These statements are commented. %sign is used to comment statement. So next is logo. I'll uncomment this. If you want to include logo or if you want to add logo into your presentation, Beamer presentation, then you can use this statement /logo. Next is institute name. I'll uncomment this statement also. Date. If you want to include date, then you should use date also. I'll uncomment date. I'll uncomment subject also. I have uncommented few statements now, but I have not written anything within this two curly braces. We'll step by step we'll see how to add logo, how to change institute name, how to add date, and how to add subject. Now click on this quick button, that is quick build button. It will run your LaTeX code. Now if you are running this code first time on your system, then it will ask you to install some packages, because we have included few packages, and if these packages are not already installed on your system, then it will ask to install. So simply click on install, or you can go to change, and then if required, then you can change settings also as per your requirement, as per your internet connection. Click on next, select link for installation. You can select any one link, India, Singapore, mirror link, and then click on install. It will take time. After installing all packages, all required packages, LaTeX will create one PDF file, and this window, this part of your LaTeX window shows output of your LaTeX file. Right now we'll start changing statements. Change your author name. Author name Prashant Kumar. Title, my first Beamer presentation. Next is what? Logo. But before logo, we'll add institute name, LaTeX Institute. the random name. Date, if you want current date, then use this tag within this curly braces slash today. It will print today current date. Now subject, general. Randomly I am giving names to institute subject. Now build this project. After building this, it will create PDF. Now see, changes has been reflected in your PDF. Title has been changed, name has been changed, author name, institute name has been changed, and date is reflected in your PDF. And same, now see here, whatever you write in author, same will reflect here, name as well as institute name. You can change this, we'll see this also. Next part is your how to change font size. Now see, LaTeX Institute, this font size is little bit small, so we'll try to change font size. So what you do is, in institute, this is the name of institute, simply cut this and click on this tab. This is for font tab. Now select font size whatever you want. It starts with tiny and ends with huge. So variety of font sizes are available in LaTeX. So select here. I'll select large and simply paste your institute name within this tags. Begin large and end large. Within these two tags, you have to paste your institute name. Save this and then build this. Yes, executed. Now see, font has been changed. But now as I have increased font, same is reflected in this bottom line also. But I don't want that. So what I'll do here, I will use square brackets before the institute name. I'll save this and then build this. As you can see here, that institute name has been removed from this bottom line, right? Only author name is there, right? So that means if you don't want institute name, then simply use this square brackets without any character, without any space, right? Now how to add logo? Coming back to once again this logo statement, what you have to do is, in this curly braces, insert that logo path. Now I'll go to LaTeX and then select this include graphics file. Once again I'll repeat, I'll go to LaTeX and then include graphics file and then give the path of that logo. Now I already stored that, means pasted that file in the same directory. Make sure whatever logo you are using or image you are using or PDF you are importing into your LaTeX code, it should be in same directory to avoid confusion. You can import a file from any directory, but to avoid confusion, it must be in same directory. And importing that logo. So scale is for what? Scale is for sizing, means height and width. We can change this scaling. Instead of scale, I'll use height and width. Height. So it supports inches, centimeter, that LaTeX supports like inches and centimeters. So I'll write height 0.3 inches and comma width is equals to 0.3 inches. If it is horizontal, then width must be greater than height. So I'll type 5 here. Save this and then compile this. That is quick build. Now see, logo has been added into your slide. So you can change this, as I said, height you can change width also. I'll change width and then compile. Done. Next part is to add new slide. As you can see in this code, this frame, these two statements are there. They are already added by LaTeX when you have edited the template, right? But now before that there are three more statements here. That is begin frame, end frame. So this will add one more slide into your presentation. So I'll uncomment this part. So I have uncommented three statements. So first is begin frame and end frame. These are two tags required to create new slide, right? Next is what? Table of content. So table of content will take care of your contents of your slides, means of your presentation. Suppose you have added 10 slides and you have given 10 titles to 10 different slides, then it will be added automatically in your this slide, second slide. So we'll check that also. Now in this case one frame has been added. I'll delete this and once again I'll add that slide, that is using this same statement, that is begin frame and end frame. So if you want name of that frame, then I'll type name first presentation, right? Save this and then compile it. Let's build this. Now as you can see here, see first presentation, this slide has been created. Now see here once again, but in this table of content it is not reflected yet, right? So for that we require one section. We'll create one section and we'll give name to that section. I'll say, so it is first presentation. Build this LaTeX. Now see first presentation. If it is not reflected, then build once again. Now see, it is automatically added here in your second slide. This is your outline slide. Moving forward, now we'll add a figure in this presentation. We have already created a frame here. In this frame only I will add figure. So it is very simple, easy to add figure here. Just like begin frame and end frame, you have to use two statements here. That is begin figure. See, when you select begin figure statement, it automatically adds end figure statement also. And within these two tags, you have to add that figure path. So go to LaTeX, select include graphics file, and then select the file that you want to add into your presentation. Okay, so same image I have taken here, that is latex logo.png. In the same way, I'll change height and width here. Now I'll copy this part, height and width part, I'll replace with scale. But now I'll change it to 1.3 and this must be 2.6 because it is a horizontal figure, right? So now build this. Yes, figure has been added into my presentation, right? But now caption is remaining, right? So before this, what I'll do here, I'll use one more statement, caption, and I'll give name to that figure, LaTeX logo. Save this and build this project. Now see, figure, LaTeX logo, caption is reflected in your final output. So this is all about your figure. So this is very easy to add figure. Now what next? How to add table into your presentation. So once again, what I will do here, I'll create frame, and before that I'll create section. This is for table. I'll give name to that section, that is table. Now once again, begin frame and end frame. Within this I'll type code of table. Now how to do that. Once again, go to latex, then go to environment, begin table, right? So begin table and end table. In this, one more statement you have to add, that is go to tabular environment, select begin tabular, right? Now you can start writing statements for your table. But now how to create table? So simply, if you want 3 columns, then type C, horizontal line of pipe, C, and then once again pipe and C. So C, this is not a this C this doesn't represent column, it represent alignment of your text. So when you type C here, then and then next C, and within this 2C, when you type this pipe or horizontal line, it will create 2 columns. Now next is 3rd column, right? You can use say other alignment, that is left alignment or right alignment also, right? But now I'll use central alignment here. And then next is what? Content of first cell of your first column, means 00 you can say. So I'll write serial number. Now how to differentiate content of first cell with from another cell? Use AND. Next is what? Name. Next is what? How to differentiate two cells? Using AND. Mobile. Simple. That's all. Now build this project. It will create one more slide. Now see, one more slide has been added, right, with this table. And table contents are, there are total 3 columns are there. Contents of first cell is serial number, next is name, next is mobile number. But this is, it doesn't look like table, right? So we'll start modifying it. How to modify? If we want borders, then use pipes to make borders. What is next? Next is H line. This H line tag we require for horizontal lines within this 2 rows, but I have not added a second row here. What I'll do, I'll end this row and then type H line statement to draw one horizontal line. And next is what? Serial number 1. How to differentiate with another cell? And then name is Sam, then and mobile number is 525252, any random number. Same, that is 2 slashes, 2 slash. Next is what? H line. H line, the statement we require. Now once again build this and check. In this table, horizontal line, this horizontal line is missing. So for this, one more horizontal line statement is required. H line, I'll add it. And one more part is missing, that is caption. You can give name to that table. Table name is table format or sample table. That's all. If you want to add one more line, then what to do? Simply copy this and paste it and change content of your row. Say Ram here, then 424242, like this, and then build this. Yes, table name, sample table and horizontal line added. In this way you can create table, you can modify table, right? One more thing, as I said, alignment. So what I'll do here, I'll change alignment of text left and right, and then build this. and see what will happen. Alignment has been changed here now. See here, this is right alignment and this is left alignment. This is size is different, right? So see here, it has been changed. So I'll once again change this, save this. Right. Now next part is bullets. We generally use bullets, right? How to do that now? Once again we need one more frame here. And how to add one more frame here? Simply begin frame, and begin frame and end frame. Within this you have to type your code for bullet. But we need to create one more section here so that it will be reflected in your table of content, just like this first presentation table. And see, when you click on this, it will go to that slide. So I have not added any hyperlink here, but whenever you add that slide, it will be added into your outline slide, and when we click on that title of that slide, then it will go to that slide, means that control will be redirected. Next, so once again, just like previous slide, what I will do here, I'll add section here, section, and I'll give name to that section bullets. Next is what? See here, options are available, enumerators, or instead of that we can go to latex and then list environment. What I'll do here, I'll select this begin itemize. I'll select begin itemize. It will create code for this begin and end, and after this item statement you have to write content of your bullet. I'll write first bullet or first name, I'll say. Next, if you want another bullet, then type this statement, that is item second name, just like this, item third name. Save this and then build this. So it will create section and it will be reflected in your outline slide also. Now see here, bullets are created, first name, second name, third name, and it should be reflected here, but it is not reflected yet. So what I'll do, I'll build once again. Now see, it is appeared here. When I click on that, it will be directed to this part. Now what next? If you want frame name, then opening and closing braces, give name to your frame, sample bullets. Build this, wait for output. Yes, name of that frame has been added. Now see, in the same manner you can give name to previous slide also, just like this. Where to give that? So here, sample table. Save this, build this. And this is the beauty of latex. So whenever you add name to section, or whenever you give name to frame, then that font size, font color and font type remain same. Done. Now if you want sub bullets after this first name, then enter and then click on latex, select list environment, begin itemize, and this is your first sub bullet. Done. If you want to change, now see, first of all we'll build this and then see what will happen. It will create one more sub bullet here after first. Sub bullet has been created, but I don't want this bullet icon. If you want to change it, then in square brackets you can give any shape or size here. If I want for example I'll say this asterisk, then since this is a special case, you need to type within $2, because few special characters, means special characters are reserved in LaTeX, so you cannot use as it is. For example, and, right? See here in table we have used and to differentiate two cell contents, right? So that means it is reserved. You cannot use and as it is, just like this AST. So I'll show that also. Now first of all, build this and check the output. So bullet icon has been changed, right? But now, as I said, you cannot use and as it is. If I type and here and compile it, build this, then see what will happen. It will give error. So error because of this. So if you want to use special character, then use slash and then compile. That is build and see the result. So and has been added. Section has been added, frame has been added. Now we have created tables, figures. But now if you want to change font size, font type, or if you want to change color of font, then how to do that? So simply cut this, right? And then if you want to make it bold, then click on this bold icon and then type or paste your content within this curly braces. And if you want color, if you want to change color from black, so by default color is black here, right? I don't want black color here. Then what I will do here, I'll use one more tag, color, and then opening closing. Type the name of color that you want. For example, it is blue. If it is blue, save this, build this, and see. Even it is bold now and the color is changed. Now it is blue. Now in this we have already created various slides, sections, outline also. We have added a figure, we have resized it. Now last part, that is, if you want to change, if you want to use large font, then how to do that? Once again, I'll create one more slide here. So same statement, begin frame, and within this you can type thank you. Now if you want to change font size, click on this, then huge, paste it, and section I'll give name thank you, and name of that frame is thank you for watching this video. Save this, and this is your last statement of your LaTeX code. So whatever you write within begin document and end document, it will be printed, and before, whatever you write before begin document, it will be considered as a preamble. So now see this here, up to this begin, before begin document, whatever you write, it becomes preamble. It will be considered as a preamble. Means preamble contains packages, class type, means that document type, and if you want to add some logo or title, slide name, or your author name, then it comes before, it should come before this begin document, right? Now save this and then build this. See here, once again I'll build this because that thank you section frame is not appeared here. Now it is appeared here. I'll click on thank you. Now see, but its alignment is by default left, right? I don't want, I want it should appear in center, right? What I'll do here, once again go to, click on this structure, okay. Next is what? Thank you, right? Cut this, click on structure, click on this alignment, center, this is left, this is right. I'll click on center, I paste my content text within this begin center and end center statements. Save this and then build this. So F1 is shortcut key, hotkey for this. Now see, it is thank you, but I want italic. What I'll do here, once again I'll click on this italic logo icon and then save this and build this. Now see, it is italic now. So in this way we have created one slide, and if you want to check how it looks like in full screen, so click on this, that is external view, then view full screen. Now see, this is your first presentation. This is your first slide with the author name, your institute name, this is footer, right? Now footer will remain same for all slide. These are contents. This is your image, first image. This is your first table. This is a slide which includes bullets with different font type and font size, and then even bullet this icon has been changed. And last is your thank you slide. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and share this video with your friends. Thank you.